Hello friends, today we are going to install D-Link Eagle Pro AI series router model M15, which is also called as a mesh system. It consists of two devices. So today we are going to see how we are going to install this M15. So firstly, power on the device, and on the device at the bottom side of the device you will have Wi-Fi name and Wi-Fi password. So just try to scan for the network, see if you are able to see the network there. This is the name which is given at the bottom side of the device. So click on this name, try to connect. It will ask to enter the password, so you need to enter the password which is there at the bottom side of the device. So once you enter this password, you have to click on next. Yes, so it's connected, and if you just check the IP address of it, the default gateway will be 192.168.0.1. Okay, so you need to enter that IP address in the browser address bar. Yes, so once you enter that, you will get the login page of M15. Admin password is written at the bottom side of the router, so you can enter that password. So once you enter the default password, you can click on login. It will ask you the setup wizard. You just have to click on agree. Now this device has particularly two modes. One is router mode and one is extender mode. So currently we are trying to configure this device as a router. So you need to select router mode and click next. This wizard will guide you through step-by-step process to configure your new D-Link device. So install your device, configure your network and Wi-Fi settings, set your router password. These are the steps which we need to follow. So you can click on next. So now I'm going to connect my internet connection to the internet port of the device. So it's connected. Once it is connected, it will try to identify the internet connection type when you select auto detection. So you need to select auto detection. You can click on next. If you know the internet connection type, you can select with respect to your internet connection type, whether it's a triple PoE or static IP connection at the back screen. So here you can change the Wi-Fi name and the Wi-Fi password if you want. I'm keeping the same one. And now I am setting up the password for the admin. So you can keep my device up to date automatically and then click on next. Here's the summary for it. And you just have to wait for some time. Let the settings save properly. Now, while this configuration is going on, so as I said before, there are two devices in the it comes in a pair. Okay, so there are basically two devices in the box. So when you're configuring the first device, well, there is no first and second as such, but when you're configuring one device, make sure that the other device is turned off. Okay, so just make sure that it's turned off so that we can do the settings on first device first. Alright, so once we configure the device, it will automatically sync the other device. So while the settings are saving, just keep an eye on the light of the M15. So if you just see on the device, the LED on the device will be turned white. Okay. So now it is saying you may now plug in the cover points and the position in somewhere between the master cover point now and the Wi-Fi dead zone. So if the cover LED starts to blink white, try moving the cover point closer to the master cover point. Now, since we have connected the internet connection to this particular to the first cover, which makes this cover as a master cover. Okay, now the other device, okay, it will be the client. Okay, so once the cover LED is white, then you turn on the second one. Click on finish here. So just wait for some time. So it must have disconnected from the network. Now try to connect it and then see if you are able to access the page. So we have set the admin password as admin123. So log into that. So whenever this device is configured and whenever the first M15 is configured for the internet, it will first check if there is a latest firmware available, if there is an update available for the firmware. That's because it supports FOTA. FOTA means firmware over the air. Okay, so it will ask you to update immediately after the device comes online. So you just have to click on it and update it. Now while you see the other device, okay, it will turn red first and automatically after some time it will turn to white. So it is checking for the new firmware. So it will ask you to upgrade the firmware. We are upgrading the firmware. So once the firmware is upgraded on both the device, it will automatically sync together and all the LEDs will be white. Both the LEDs will be white. Let the firmware procedure to be done. The firmware upgrade is done. So that's it. Okay. So now if you see both the device, the LED on both the device will be white. Okay, which means now one will be the master and the second one will be the extender. If you see here, you'll be able to see one master and this is the slave. So you don't have to do any settings on the second device. You just have to turn it on once the main device is configured. All right. So if you see the configuration here, see it's internet connected. Currently I am placing both the device very close. Okay, you can place the device slightly far away and then you can check the connectivity. Just make sure that wherever you are placing the device, the LED should be white. Okay, it should not be orange or red. If it is red or orange, that means it is out of range. So you need to slightly come closer to your main device and see. Okay, so you can see it here. Internet is already configured. It is in dynamic connection. Okay, and this is the IP address we are getting from my internet connection service. Okay, cable status is connected, connection type is connected, the dynamic IP, network status is connected. All right, you can either configure or either access this page using the host name of the device, which is mentioned at the bottom side of the device itself, or else you can also access this device using the IP address. So by default the IP address of this device is 0.1. So using that also you can access it, or you can access it using the host name. So once this is done, if you want to change any wireless settings on the device, you can change it over here. Now this is by default a mesh device, so by default the Wi-Fi mesh will be enabled. Smart connect is enabled. Smart connect is nothing but the devices which are which supports both the bands 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. Okay, they will have only one single name, standalone name. So this is the name you will get and this is the password. So if you are disabling the smart connect, then you will get 2.4 and 5 gigahertz separately, wherein you can configure it separately. Okay, so currently the smart connect is enabled, so you are getting only one name and one password, and the optimizer is enabled. So you can change the other settings of the Wi-Fi, like the DFS channel and all. So you can do all those settings. You can change the security standard also. You can change the password. All right, so here you can change the Wi-Fi settings. Okay, go to settings, you have to go to settings and then wireless. All right, now if you want to change the operation mode also, you can do it here. As I said in the previously, that there are two modes for this router. One is the router mode and extender mode. Bridge mode is something that if you want to connect any other device using a LAN cable, you can do that. Okay, so currently this device is in router mode. All right, and the first device is in router mode and second device is in extender. So it is like a repeater. So it is in the mesh network. So it is, you will get a seamless network. All right, so this is how you have to configure the device. And there is another way when you can configure this device using a application, using an app which is available on the Play Store and the iOS. The name of the application is Eagle Pro AI. Okay, so we'll see that configuration in the coming videos. All right, so that's it for now. So I hope you understand the simple configuration for this device, and thank you for listening to us. Thank you.